Spotify Wrapped. You just know I had to make a video about it, but it's like a fun little thing. People play and laugh and share their favorite music and play and laugh and hate on each other. So I decided to do it in a more fun way because I also got a little too excited over Brat this year. So my top songs look like this. So I decided to take top 5 artists and take my favorite song from each of them and make a poster for it and share my Wrapped with the world this way. I'm also going to make the posters in Figma, which I haven't used for like 3 years, so it's going to be a fun little challenge. And to limit myself even further, we're going to match the Spotify Wrapped aesthetic, which is kind of easy because it's just gradients this year. First, I had to remember how to use the app, and I've used it like 2.5 times 3 years ago, so don't expect anything, like anything at all. And I also tried to make these gradient squares layered on top of each other, just like in the Wrapped, and I got it. And then I got to the 5th top artist. Which is Magdalena Bay. I love their song Image, so here's a poster for it. I really challenged myself with this one, with their all over the place aesthetic, but I think it looks good for my first try. I went with a lot of gradients and clouds because the song itself is quite liquid and flowy, and this is the result.
Running down my face, water running different ways, water like a billion ways, water just a tear in space, water running down my face, water running different ways, water like a billion ways.
Next we have Glass Animals. Despite people claiming that the latest album is not as interesting sonically, my mind instantly jumped to A Tear in Space. I found a font that looks a lot like the one they used in the album cover. Honestly, it was hard to position everything here for some reason, but I would say I cooked here. I love the subtle water texture that can also be seen as like a nebula in space over the stars. And here's the result for that. My number 3 top artist is Doja Cat. She really made me think because all of her songs are very unique and provocative. But after a whole lot of pondering, I picked Agora Hills, which is a dreamy and weird song that's just really fun. I took inspiration from the music video and Stranger Things, and so I made the gradient shapes into like tentacles that are taking over this neighborhood. I also had a lot of trouble with positioning the lyrics in this one, but this is the final image and I think it works best.
Not today, maybe tomorrow. Open up the door, can you open up the door? I know you said before you can't cope with anymore. You told me it was war, said you'd show me what's in store.
Number 2, Billie Eilish. It was quite easy because her song Chihiro is the best song ever and I will die on that hill until maybe like the next album she releases. I used the Blob plugin to make shapes that remind me of like fins or corals because Chihiro for me feels like drowning in the deep sea. Also, a little gradient over the lyrics helps read them better and I think it's like a very nice touch.
No, I'll never go home, don't sleep, don't eat, just do it on repeat, keep. I'm in the club, yeah, I'm 365 pipe girl. Should we do a little pee, should we have a little line on a real while when I'm meet me in the bathroom with you?
Charlie XCX. Number 1. The song 365 played more times than Charlie has abused heavy substance. The easy design of the album cover, which was definitely not made in Microsoft Word, really went well with the wrapped aesthetic. And here we have it, my wrapped in posters. If I remember to do this next year, then I think it's going to be a nice little tradition. We'll see how much my art level changed, if it will. And yeah, see you next year. Thank you.